in crypto. But let's just face it, this channel's kind of a schizo channel. You know it is, unless you haven't seen it before. So yes, sorry I'm not gonna be able to look at the camera so you can see my beautiful blue eyes, the eyes of Horus. But before I get into why Joe Biden is the greatest president for crypto, let me tell you about a movie I saw last night called Gods of War. Gods of War. Why did I watch it? Well, it was in the free movie bin in Roku. So I was looking at all the movies. It looked the coolest. And I was like, Gods of War, I kind of remember this maybe coming out. I don't think it got good reviews. And I looked at the reviews. I didn't read any reviews. I looked at the star rating, excuse me. And it had a 1 star. 1 star. And I started reading it and I said, stop reading it. So I started reading the description of the movie and I stopped myself reading it and I was like, wait, this sounds good. I don't want to have any spoilers, you know? And so I went on to, sorry, I rubbed my nose, nervous habit. Ladies, you'll love it. So basically, I was like, I'm gonna watch this movie. I'm gonna give it a chance because it looks fucking good. And if it got 1 star rating, maybe it'll just be so bad it's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that's the case here. What I watched was, I'm not done watching it. I got 40 minutes left. So I'll do a full review on Pizza Tea, which is just Pizza Tea. I can find it by just typing in pizza. 1 second. Focus. So I'll do a whole review on Gods of War. I think that's what it's called. It came out in 2016. You gotta be kidding me! I get nobody watching. Not one. Not one. See, actually, I'm lying right now. I'm not. This YouTube knows what I'm up to. I'm seeing how smart the AI is. Hi AI, love you. AI, let's just talk with you real quick. You're just a code, right? You're not actually thinking, right? Oh yeah, you're definitely not. I'm not talking. It's not possible. They can get it to interact. Wait, are we just code interacting too? I don't know. According to the smart people, you are a code. You're a special magical code. What if you're not a special magical code? What if you just think you are? So they're trying to figure out a code, but there is no code. It's just all randomness. Infinite. You can't do code with everything's infinite, right? So, I watched Gods of War. Gods of War. You know, fuck this. I'm sharing this shit real quick. Fuck this. I'll add. I did it. I shared it to 2 of my favorite groups. My 2 favorite groups, I shared it. And so I'm going to continue with Gods of War before I go with why Joe Biden is the greatest president for cryptocurrencies. I'll explain. I love him. I love Joe Biden. I ain't even lying. With artificial intelligence, they can also add into it, which I wouldn't call artificial intelligence. I just call it like fakeness. Based off of somebody's computer program. And yeah, maybe it can learn a little bit. I wouldn't even call that necessary learning, but I would actually maybe call it learning. Let's not go there. That's just too much weirdness. So with the code, what was I talking about? Oh my God. Oh yeah, Joe Biden. This is the most amazing time to be alive for crypto with Joe Biden as president. And I will explain. And AI can tell if I'm telling the truth or not because they can put in the program an app like we put in our phone, or or an upgrade, into something, into a digital device. And what I'm getting at is the lie detector app. There is a lie detector app. I'm pretty sure there's lie detector apps. It can tell kind of with with some sort of algorithm with your voice if you're lying or not. Okay, so they can put that into these people with the live stream too, so they can tell if they're lying or not. But also with acting, if you're really good at acting, you can lie and it won't get detected, or maybe everything will get detected as a lie. So Here we go. Gods of War. Simply fantastic movie. It's like up there with The Wizard of Oz. It's so good. But I see why it got 1 star, which is the movie's ahead of its time and it's behind its time. It seems like a Disney movie, but it was supposed to come off like serious, like Terminator 2, but still kind of for kids, and badass. But it came off like Aladdin. It came off like Aladdin meets, I don't know. Let me see. Definitely, it has like this little bit of an Aladdin vibe to it, with some sort of like old movie from the 50s, where it's like the Moses movie, you know, like splits the sea. It's just really grandioso, and it's based in biblical times or something, or times where there was a lot of pyramids or something. I don't know. And mixed with like the CGI badassness of Avatar. It was, oh my goodness. And then it's like Altered Beast. A lot of spoilers. But I'll do a full review on my other channel, because I'm going to finish watching that movie, because I think that movie got a bad rap. I think it's ahead of its time. I think it's timeless. But I haven't seen the very end of it. Maybe I'll give it a 1 star once I get to the end. But that movie was grandioso. Oh man, when they fight, it was so amazing. Oh man, and the blood was gold, and it just looked so real. It's amazing. And the actors in the movie, super phenomenal. And not just phenomenal acting, phenomenal editing. They're very pretty. Maybe that's what it was. It was very pretty. Maybe it got 1 star because there's, you know, I didn't see any gay people. But it did have a lot. It had every nationality, from what I could tell. It was probably lacking in the Chinese area. So, alright, well, maybe people just don't want to watch my videos, so, while I'm doing a live stream right now, but I don't know. I think I've been shadow banned for my last run of shorts, which I don't think, in my opinion, if I was somebody that worked at Google and YouTube with that mindset, using my psychic energy, because yes, I've been around these people, and I can pick up on things, that they wouldn't really want to promote me. I'm bad. Like, bad for people's brain. I'm not professional. No Mr. Beast. Even though I was on Mr. Beast's channel, we can't let this guy, even though the greatest, biggest YouTuber of all time, maybe thanks to YouTube pushing him, but I love Mr. Beast's old videos. Maybe, it's not scientific that somebody, if you were just on one Mr. Beast episode, you know, you would have like, 10,000, 100,000 subscribers due to that, in my opinion. Unless YouTube is purposely shadowing you. And they've been in my opinion, I don't know for sure, but it seems as if they shadow me, stuff slips through, then I get the extra shadow. And it's fine, because we're dealing with algorithms. So you have to go random. You have to do a lot of random things in order to discover things. So it might seem like my whole stint, the last 2 days, where I was a crazy person, right? And maybe I am. Though what I was doing was testing to see what would break through the algorithms, because I feel a little bit like a researcher, and I feel a little bit shadow banned. So I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. But right now, it's one up for YouTube, because I did share it to 2 groups and nobody's watching, so that's kind of sad. Though I did get a screenshot from Tomato Bob last time I sent it. He showed it and it said YouTube video cannot play. So I don't know, maybe, who knows? I have that picture still, that screenshot. So let's get to Joe Biden. Why Joe Biden? Oh yeah, I see why I'm so shadow banned. Talking about Joe Biden. Joe Biden's a great president, guys. Let it go. He's the best president we've ever had. He's good. Like people said, the man who loves Trump said, well, at least Trump's funny. Yeah, if you're into people bullying people and saying rude stuff, rude shit, Joe Biden's just funny, dude. Like, he's a badass. He's like giving a speech, right? He's reading off a prompter or something at 80-something years old. And then it's over, and he just turns around and starts walking towards all the people in the backdrop, which was looked like a telemarketer center. He starts shaking random hands. That's badass. More of that. And then you can see like the Secret Service, like, all right, let's stop him, bro. Or like, we gotta protect him because he's walking around a bunch of people right now. And but it's just like, let him walk. Let's let him go walk and shake hands all the time, dude. It's badass. And you know, yeah, the economy tanked, right? But you can't blame Joe Biden. He ain't the one writing his script. He's just doing what he does. He's on autopilot. He's a politician on autopilot. He probably doesn't even realize any of the. He can't get in trouble for anything because he didn't even realize that was what was happening. Possibly, he could easily prove in court that he was getting tricked. Nobody's going to take the president. You don't take presidents to court. The only president I know of that got super reprimanded was Richard Nixon. And then, some people might say John F. Kennedy was super reprimanded into a new level. So Joe Biden, though, you know, come on, let's compare. Let's compare. Trudeau or Biden? I don't know. Trudeau. I just do not care for that guy. I care about Trudeau. But I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Would not vote for him. Let's compare him to the president of Mexico. President of Mexico, I don't even know his name. He won. Man, I gotta figure out that dude's name. So, the economy collapsed. Let's just blame Joe Biden. That's cool. Joe Biden, economy collapsed. Naughty. But, wow, you still got a job, right, everybody? You guys got jobs? I'm worried right now. I'm hoping I don't lose my job. But I don't really care because I'll go right now. The next 2 years, if we don't blow ourselves up or release some sort of weird biological weapon, which actually creates a massive people getting sick and dying. But I think that's what biological weapons are designed to do. Everything can turn into Night of the Living Dead, but let's not go there. Let's just assume we're in a rut right now. Things are going to turn around. We're in a slow progression. We'll go in the right direction as humans. Because with using probabilities and statistics, we're probably all pretty decent people, or more decent than undecent. So, and then you got to know that they're going to push things really far. Like, let's say they think, oh, we shouldn't be trying different things besides gasoline. Well, then people will be like, all right, use solar. And they're going to be like, nah. Then you're going to have to be like, we're doing everything solar. The world's ending. Because you got to at least get them to try it. You know what I'm saying? And then the other people are like, no, solar bad. We got to go back to this and this. Well, look at the economy. Then it'll pull it back. But it'll never get pulled back all the way to the back. Or to the full pollution realm of the oil. Because there's regulations. And it's not going to get to where I don't even think it's going to get to electric cars by 2030 where everybody has to have an electric car. That's just them pushing super hard. And it's just like trying to, you got to get the ball down the road the right direction. So sometimes you got to kick the ball, and be team solar energy. So, but still, the reality of it is you're taking sunlight from the sky. You're taking rays of sun and you're converting it in a new manner that hasn't been done on Earth as we know. And you're storing it, which goes against how it's worked, from what I could tell, ever. Unless there's like aliens technology was from before. And then having said that, this, where we're at technologically, could have already happened. And then all technology was absolutely destroyed because it almost killed every single intelligent being on Earth at the time. And I think I have a piece of petrified technology. Possibly. Or, how is this possible? Let's see. This is very weird. It's probably not technology, but it could be. It seems like it's part of a car, but it's petrified. It looks like an electrical cord, like almost like a guitar cable or something. petrified. And these little perfect circular lines that go around, like, I don't know, maybe it's an animal, but I think it could be hidden technology, not hidden technology, but something, a relic from the past that's not crystallized, or not, but I have that there to remind me to research it more. That was found in Indiana, and so we are still, even if you're doing solar, it could be worse because we don't know the effects of storing energy in that fashion and in that bulk. Like we're gonna be forced to have that in bulk. That could be very dangerous. Straight up. And I'm about to put everybody in check, conservatives and liberals. They're even different because I think the problem is that we are going too fast. But so let me get to what I'm trying to say. Is that what the hell was I trying to say? Oh, okay. So I have no clue what I was about to say. Whoa, this chick's hot. Hold on. Okay. So bring back to Joe Biden. I'm just gonna go back to Joe Biden because I kind of got lost on a rant there. But Joe Biden, big collapse. Maybe we're not going to be in complete human extinction by 2025, right? So it seems as if we got a liberal, grand slam, cheating or not, it doesn't matter. Like look at the Patriots. Like how many times did Tom Brady have a ball that was slightly flat to his advantage, right? Because he did get busted for that. And so we have the economy that is in the gutter. Prices are higher than ever. I can buy back into the economy. And they're talking about getting rid of cash, dude. Like a CBDC, which is centralized bank digital currency. And for being that crazy guy in the videos, being a fucking psycho, right? Like I did an album last year called Crypto Convoy. I might be the first person to sing about one of the first. And there's so much out there. I published on Spotify. I go, the end of my lyrics go CBDC. I'm talking about how everything's going crypto, and I go, the last crypto I mentioned is CBDC, which is the end game, kinda. So Bitcoin, Ethereum. Oh my God, I'm telling you, the code could not be broken. Bitcoin is orange. That's the Masonic color, okay? White, orange. Like out of all the colors. I know it's Quinky Dink. It could just be Quinky Dink. Quinky Dink. So, this could have been, Bitcoin could have been created by the government. Some people say it was created by Elon Musk. Well, I think Elon Musk works with the government. If he doesn't, I don't know. I'm just making assumptions here, which I think if you state that you're just making assumptions, then you're not giving any misinformation because you're letting people know. I don't actually know. This is just my random thoughts, and they could be wrong. I think if you have that disclaimer, I think that is credible in a court of law, because a court of law is a court of logic. That's where law comes from, I believe. The root word. So, having said that, Bitcoin, it could be a little bit, how can we put it? It could be a little bit, and I think Russians in America are friends because they're on the International Space Station together, if you believe that shit's real, so probably do, but whatever. So the government, okay, so you can't sustainably have everybody using Bitcoin because it would be out of control. The transaction fees, it would slow the network down. It would be not green at all. Like it would be bad. It would be probably really bad, and it would skyrocket the price. It would be insane. But what you could do is use a layer 2 or use something else built on top of it, and it would be the new gold. It would be digital gold. So if it was being test run to see if the code could be broken, this, that, or how people would adopt it, well, now we got a good year, just like a good trial on any type of pharmaceutical you would take into your body. Like there's a good digital trial for this. There's a good test trial or whatever of this digital currency, right? And could it get a virus? Could it all these years. And it did. It did. Okay, so now we can just wipe our hands out and it works, but it's not green, and we can see what would happen here. Well, some people would be like network or something on top of it where it could. There's ways you could have things built on top of it, so the masses could use it if you did want to use it as your country's like how the country's kind of gold and have digital gold now. So every country could have their own thing that's like Ethereum or VeChain. I don't think they're going to use anything, but they're going to use any one of these specific cryptos that are already out. I think they'll still be there and have value and be used, right? And you're always going to have to get the crypto punks on Ethereum, right? Soul Ape on Soul, like this is how it is. So, but the governments will come up with their own CBDC that potentially could work on top of Bitcoin, or they would just have Bitcoin as a country and just flex with it, then just have their own other thing that's totally off to the side, and their reserve is Bitcoin. And I think that's what's going to happen. So this is why Joe Biden is absolutely the greatest president of all time. He came at the right time. Donald Trump was not a great president, okay? Some say, well, he didn't start any new wars. I don't know, man. He maybe didn't start any new wars, and he went and talked with North Korea. Now Kamala Harris is bragging about it, about how she bullies how we're friends with North Korea, which is kind of cool. Maybe he was the greatest president. I don't know. Just not been a real big fan of how he talks to people, but maybe that's what you have to do with humans to be the lion leader lion. Oh, weird. So, I voted for Kanye West. That's just me. I identify as he, she, him, her, Mr., Miss, Mrs., doctor, lawyer, human. You can call me whatever. I don't care at all, because I believe we're all one. Okay? I was with a Native American the other day, and he was laying it down. He brought some fish I had to eat too, salmon. He was explaining like, man, that's like the inner workings of this everything and nothing. It was fascinating, his concepts on everything, how we're all just everything. So, but yeah, you can go ahead and put labels on yourself, or you just look and know and just assume, or just whatever. So, Joe Biden, everybody's all tripping about war, nuclear war, and people are so, man, I really think I'm just in a world of beautiful humans that just don't know. Like, Timcast and Jaronism, bigger YouTubers, even Jake the Asshole, are just, I think they're great when it comes to YouTubing, and a lot of times they come up with amazing points. But sometimes I think they miss the mark, they strike out, and they don't get it, then they won't listen to me. I don't have status. Notice when I have more money, all of a sudden people can start listening to you a lot more. Like Jaronism, it seems as if. I don't think he likes my idea about Mex coin. So Joe Biden and Trudeau and all these weirdos, like maybe they're just doing what they have to do to get us to go a certain direction, try new things. And so right now you're getting the best buy in the next 2 years. I'm telling you now, it's going to shock the system. Watch, Bitcoin's going to go to $1 million next time. It's going to be fantastic. You'd be crazy not to be buying that right now. Crazy. So I'm just like working every day, working overtime, and I'm going to accumulate. This is dollar cost average. I don't care if it goes to 11,000. Just keep buying. Don't buy it. Don't just, dollar cost average. Just buy a little bit each week if you can. Through monies every other week. Oh, great. You can hear it. That's exactly what I think is happening. I think that even they left, what a douchebag. So that's what I think is going to happen. I think it's all going to go to a digital currency, and Joe Biden gave us the best buy-in that you could ever imagine, and that you ever could imagine. And it's going to be going on for the next year or two. And so, like, you could have just a cardboard sign. You can go on the side of the road and be homeless for 2 years, and just take that money. Every time you get the money, you go to the Coinstar or one of those, there's machines, just look on your phone for crypto ATMs, Bitcoin ATMs. A lot of them do, I think all of them do more than just Bitcoin. I haven't been to one of those in a while. So you can take that and you put it in there, just convert. Make sure you're really careful with your private keys. When people tell you about like a wallet that's you have to use those other devices, I believe they're just trying to make money off you from that making sales for that company, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because you don't need it. Paper wallet's the best way. Make a wrap and put your thing in the 12 string in the wrap, so you know. So if you ever lose it, you have your wrap in your head. All right. I'm a good guy. I'm the greatest, like Richard Hart. So that's my thoughts on everything, and I feel as if that we're all on the right path. Everybody relax. All right, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Do subscribe. Do be my friend. Follow me. I have other channels. Pizza T Music. That's one word. PIZZATMUSIC. MUSIC. Sounds like I was doing the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. So that's where I'm at in life. I'm all sorts of all over the place, but I do think Litecoin is dude, it's awesome. So awesome. The price is so cheap. But there's a good, Tim Cass and Jeranism knows this actually. Jeranism knows a lot of things, but I don't see why people don't. I'll tell Jeranism, because he has a bigger microphone. Why not go after Tim Cass for, because Tim Cass keeps saying stuff that's just not right. And like with the boats going over the horizon, that's how people knew the earth was flat or round back in the day. No, dude, it was the Northern Star and the Southern Cross. And you think something, if it just keeps going forever, you're eventually not gonna be able to fucking see it, even if there's curve or not. Like, come on, dude. Like that's a bad example. And it's just not. It's maybe some areas thought that, but some areas didn't. And so, but the thing that I think that he's very, very wrong about, that and I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. Nobody's ever used nuclear bombs in a war. Supposedly in tests, but we've never used one in war. It's atomic bombs. Those are different, right? Lest Google goes and change everything. The Mandela effect. Boom. All right, man. Thanks. Do what you got to do, man. Check out Amber Heard, Inu. Have a good day.